Pisces, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. I first just want to start by saying thank you so much, especially to you and Aquarius. I am just so overwhelmingly grateful for the amount of interaction this channel has gotten in the first month, both here on YouTube and my Instagram. It's just been amazing. So thank you, thank you. This is going to be your August 2023 reading, and let's go ahead and get started. Pisces, it appears as though you are working through healing a childhood inner wound. There is definitely a lot of icky energy that you are wading through and coming out on the other side, which is phenomenal. And I think it's tied to, self-limiting beliefs that you picked up in your childhood. Maybe it's childhood trauma. I'm not entirely sure, but it's something that you have been carrying for a long time, and you're finally taking the time and energy to work through it in order to release it, which is great. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. The overall energy for the reading is Dancer 6, which is like the Six of Cups in this deck. And so that is going back to your childhood and addressing some of the issues that came from there. And then in the recent past, we have Pan, which in this deck is like the devil. That is you unconsciously acting and making decisions based off of whatever it is that you picked up years ago. And it's not on a conscious level. You're not like, I'm doing this because my mom was mean to me. You're not thinking that, right? But you have integrated these wounds into your being and have carried them with you all this year. So of course, they're going to influence how you're acting and how you behave. Then in the current energy, we have the Sun. I think this is you feeling the lightness of letting go of this load. However, I want to also say I don't 100% believe it. I think some of it's an illusion. I think you've worked on this some and you're like, oh my God, I'm so healed. And then you're going to be a week down the road and you're going to be like, oh shit, wait, gotta go back. We didn't get rid of it all. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a process. Healing is always going to be a process. It doesn't mean that you're failing by any means. In fact, it means that you are, following the healing journey. Because that's what it is. It's not linear. It's going to be up and down constantly. And then in the near future, we have the Magician. This is you finally taking control and being like, I'm done. I am not going to let this influence my life anymore. From here on out, I am going to make decisions that come from a pure intention. And then in the energy that's surrounding you, you have Dancer 7, which is like the Seven of Cups. And a lot of times Seven of Cups for me means manifestation. However, in this deck, the little description down there at the bottom says illusions depth. So I think that has to do with this sun right here. It's like you're thinking you're healed and you have made progress. Don't let me saying that make you believe that you haven't, because you have made progress. I just think there's a little bit more you still have to do. And then in your challenge, you have the Maker Princess, which is like the Page of Pentacles. And I think this is, working with this new energy. So you've had this weight on your shoulders, and then you release it. Now what? Which is where it comes in the near future with the Magician. It's like you have this lightness, but what are you going to do with it now? And so I think that's the challenge, is figuring it out. But then we go to your strength, and we have Maker 3, which is like the 3 of Wands. No, sorry. This is like the 3 of Pentacles. And I feel like this is a support system coming in to help you figure out the now what. To help you figure out what your next step is. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers out on the table and see if we can get some more information about this. And we're going to start with Dancer 6 and the overall energy. Alright, so clarifying Dancer 6, we have the Queen of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. It's like, okay, it's going back to what we were talking about here with where you're at now in the near future. So this Queen of Cups, this is your emotional healing that is happening right now. But now it's like, it's the now what. You're in the now what. Because you got the 4 of Swords with the 2 of Swords, which means you're just kind of in a waiting phase, and you've got that blindfold on. See here, she doesn't really, you can't see her eyes in this card. I hope it focuses. You can't see her eyes because she's got that blindfold on. It's like you're not quite sure what that means for you yet, and that's okay because that's part of the process, right? You can't just jump ahead to the good stuff. You've got to work through the journey, because the journey is the point. It's not the destination, it's the journey. Let's clarify Pan in the recent past. Alright, so clarifying Pan, we have the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and Strength. So, these are big energy cards, but they're falling underneath the Pan, like the devil, right? So I think these are the shadow side effects of what happened in your childhood, the beliefs you picked up, the trauma that you endured. I'm not sure, but you've got the Fool, which I'm thinking is impulsivity. Then you've got the Queen of Wands, which I'm thinking is desire seeking. And then you've got Strength, which I'm thinking is masking your true emotions. You're suppressing. So it's coming through with big energy, but they're all just showing me the side effects that you are experiencing in the past. So let's clarify Sun in the current energy. Do you remember when I said I didn't quite believe it? Yeah. So clarifying the Sun, we have the 4 of Cups, the Ace of Cups and the Wheel. So this Four of Cups is like what's happening under the surface. Like this little cat, I think it's a cat, maybe a robot, I don't know. But his expression is so sad and so like, because you're not quite done in the healing journey. But you've started, Ace of Cups. Not only have you started, but you've started the wheel, right? So getting on the healing journey is starting the energies moving. And now the universe is going to meet you halfway. That's why this Wheel of Fortune is coming out. Because the universe is coming forward to meet you halfway. Let's clarify the Magician in the near future. All right, so clarifying the Magician, we have the Eight of Coins, Death, and the Four of Wands. This is you prioritizing your emotional well-being. This is you coming from a space of I matter, I'm worthy, and my actions and decisions need to reflect my worthiness. And so, in doing so, you're having to learn new things. Things are going to have to come to an end. And you're going to have to become comfortable in your own skin. That's where this Four of Wands is coming in. It's not the traditional meaning of the Four of Wands, but it's the message that I'm getting right now is comfortable in your own skin. You don't have anything to numb what you're feeling. You don't have any distractions. You're going to sit there with whatever it is that you're going through and process it and be fully present while doing it, which is hard, Pisces. Nobody's saying that's not hard, but it's worth it. Let's clarify Dancer 7 in the energy that's surrounding you. All right, so clarifying Dancer 7, we have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Coins. So, this Illusion's Depth, which I was called back to this card when it first came out, right? The Sun that I thought wasn't quite... I wasn't taking it at face value, let's say it that way. So it's as if you have to choose between the Ace of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment and healing, or the Ace of Wands, which is what seems the funnest right now. Does sitting there with your shit and working through it seem fun? Not at all. Does distracting yourself and going out this weekend to the bars and partying seem fun? Absolutely. You know, so you're at a war right now trying to figure out which one of these you're going to follow. They're both new beginnings, but they're going to lead to completely different destinations. And so that choice is going to plant the seeds for what follows. And the thing that's hard to keep in mind when it comes to choices like that, to temptation, to what's healthy for you and what you want to do, is every single choice matters. You know, because it's so easy to justify, like, well, I don't drink throughout the week, so I can go out tonight. Or, you know, I can't think of another example, but there are a ton of them. It's so easy to justify shit, right? If you want something, you're going to be able to twist it until it aligns with what you want, even if you're twisting reality in the process. So, just keep that in mind. Every single decision that you make is going to matter in steering the course for your future. Let's clarify Maker Princess in your challenge. Alright, so clarifying Maker Princess, we have the 10 of Coins, the King of Coins, and the High Priestess. Follow your intuition, Pisces. Follow your intuition, because the message Spirit's showing right now is whatever you know deep in your soul is the right move to make. That's what's going to lead to the most success and the most potential for you. And the strongest foundation is whatever you intuitively know that you need to do. So stop, maybe calm your mind, meditate, go for a walk, listen to some, positive music. I don't know, whatever it is to clear your mind that you do. But do that, and then come back and reflect on what move do I need to make right now. Not what move do I want to make impulsively in this moment. What move do I need to make right now? All right, let's clarify Maker 3 in your strength. All right, so clarifying Maker 3, we have the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Be open. Be open to receiving energy from others. Now, be selective. Don't just, take everything that anybody's willing to offer, but be willing, because there are people who Spirit has sent to you to help you along your path. And I see a gut instinct for you turning them away for whatever reason. But they could help you so much in your journey. So just keep that in mind. Don't be so closed off that you can't receive the help that Spirit sent. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. If you resonate with the message, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and then make sure to check me out over on Instagram at Cardinal Fire Tarot, and then come back later on this month because I'll be posting career and finance videos for all of the signs. So, thank you.